Revolution now! Hey everybody, I got a freaking haircut. Look at that. Not that any of you give a crap about my hair. You're just here to listen to me talk about music and go nuts. So today we're going to be reviewing Kim Gordon's No Home Record. No Home Record is Kim Gordon's first solo record, which is quite amazing. Kim Gordon is the vocalist slash bassist of the amazing, astounding Sonic Youth. For those of you who are watching and are into indie rock and noise rock and post-punk and haven't explored Sonic Youth's discography yet, what the fuck are you waiting for? Sonic Youth are fucking legends. I love their whole they have a discography that spans 30 years and it's just so high quality, amazing music, fantastic, experimental, delicious. And then here's Kim Gordon releasing her first freaking solo album ever in 2019. So let's start by taking a look at the freaking cover and we shall dive deep and see what the fuck is going on in here. Punk Revolution. This album artwork looks like it belongs in the MoMA, the Museum of Modern Art in New York City, which makes sense because Kim Gordon is the freaking icon of New York City artsy fartsiness. So anyways, let's just talk about the music. The music here, you know, I'm a massive Sonic Youth fan. I worship them. I'll save that for another time. Was really excited to hear the Sonic Youth influence on this album, and I think for a lot of people it might not be obvious at first, but this album actually really does bring in a lot of that Sonic Youth influence, specifically the no-wave side of Sonic Youth. Early Sonic Youth was very chaotic, very abrasive, very dissonant, very much influenced by no-wave. And no-wave was a music scene in the late 70s and early 80s in New York City that featured art and music that was very dissonant, very chaotic, very quirky, very weirdo music. And I'm hearing that weirdo-ness come in through Kim Gordon's album a lot. And it's really fucking cool to hear because Kim Gordon lived through no-wave. She knows no-wave better than anyone else. So we're hearing some very authentic no-wave in this album. But it's no-wave post-punky weirdness that blends together with a lot of modern sounds, a lot of modern electronic, a lot of modern electro-industrial sounds, which is really cool to hear these worlds colliding in a very strange way, similar to maybe Metallica and Lou Reed's collaboration, Lulu, just worlds colliding. And it works, you know, it works. It's cool. It's a really cool album. I mean, like, there's one song on this album called Paprika Pony, and it features, just to kind of give an example of what I'm talking about here, it features like a hip-hop beat, which is very modern, but also very cold sounding, and on top of it, Kim Gordon is giving a kind of like poetic spoken word, weird abstractness, which that spoken word sounds right from fucking some weird-ass no-wave band that was probably influenced by Lou Reed's weird spoken wordness in the Velvet Underground. So it all kind of links together. There's no doubt that the electro-industrial sounds are influenced by the no-wave sound. It's a very contemporary, but also kind of a throwback. So it's kind of a mind-bender. It's really strange and weird. This whole album is weird as fuck. And I feel like, as cool as it is to hear these influences come through, this album ultimately is pretty flawed. It feels really, really messy. Like, Kim Gordon had a lot of abstract, cool ideas, which I love, but she kind of just threw them out there and just kind of wandered around with them, but she didn't really make this album super clean, super tight, not really cohesive. It's just kind of messy, and it's cool, but it doesn't seem to have very much replay value. I don't see myself going for this album very often in the future. It's a little bit messy. I'm giving this a 6.4. Cool album. Kim Gordon obviously has a lot of brilliant ideas, very clear from the contribution she's made to so many different albums from Sonic Youth, and including this album as well. But you know, kind of fell flat a little bit. Really cool to hear the influences. I think if you're a big fan of no wave and Sonic Youth, you should check this album. You might like it more than I did. But I think it's fundamentally a flawed album, although really cool. Congratulations to Kim Gordon on releasing her freaking first solo album. Thanks for watching, everybody. Punk Revolution.